No one could have been blessed with better friends than mine. They tell me that, for example, my friend, it's her birthday today. Her and I are on good terms, you know. So I called to wish her. She tells me that she's gonna be studying at night, nothing planned. Even though I already knew that they were gonna be meeting at 9 o'clock. It's just I wasn't invited. Not that I didn't call her for the invite. I just wanted to wish her. She was very helpful to me in the past when I was injured. Had she been honest that yeah, we are having this get together at night, I would have called you, but like Kiwan is gonna be coming. That's why I'm not calling you. Or, me and the girls are going out. Some bullshit like that. Instead, she chose to go with, I'm gonna be studying. That's the excuse she went with. Okay, now I'll tell you a secret between you and I as to how I know this. I came home, the dining table, you remember this place, this very wall. I always sit here and make my videos because I sit and study over here. The desk in my room and the chair in my room is incredibly uncomfortable and it's very cramped, so I prefer to sit here, and there is an AC here. So my other roommate, Shivam, the guy I referred to, he left his laptop and his iPad over here where I sit. And every few seconds there is a notification. So I didn't go on to read it per se, but I stood up to get my drink and the notification came and I happened to glance on it. And that's how I found out. Yeah. So the iPad is right here, like right behind my screen. It's the iPad, and notifications keep on coming. A very social guy he is. As opposed to in my case, last 2-3 hours, especially after Valerie and I broke up, I'm not even keen to looking at my phone. So I just left my phone upstairs in my room because it's not like someone was gonna call me or someone was gonna text me. I am conflicted. At one point I have this I don't have it, but rather I wanna have this feeling where I genuinely feel like I've moved on and I don't care. Like, genuinely, it hurts less now. This happening around, if the same thing happened, let's assume 4 months ago, I would have been crying already. It's a pity I didn't, start my channel at that time. That is something I could have recorded. And now that I take my injections every 2 weeks instead of 4 or 5 weeks, it's, even more difficult to cry. But, yeah. I do wanna ask as to why they didn't invite me. Or rather, why didn't she invite me? In the past, when there have been smaller things like going to watch a movie or something, or in the past when there was this trip where they went to Muskoka without me, that at the time my conflict with Kiwan was fresh. It was in March, the conflict started in December. Well, that was also fucked up because I was not in the country, I was in the US. They could have just told me. Instead, they made this story, this Kareem guy. Kareem said he's going to Ottawa along with Kiwan and Rohan because they posted it on a story mistakenly and I saw it. And the other people, Shivam, Zara, and Rafe, said that they went to Muskoka together. Those three people. That don't make sense. Those three cannot go together. They're not a group. They're from different groups. And then this one person, she would have. So I have many groups I have many pages on Instagram. I have my personal account, I have my main account, I have my private account, I have my clubs account, I have my startups account. So I have quite a few accounts, and one of the accounts has following which they didn't perhaps know was mine. I saw all the stories. Today it's different. Usually it's Kareem who plans all these things. And he's made it pretty clear that he doesn't like me. Or that he's on Team Kiwan. But Zara, damn, that was new. I didn't expect that. Considering, she's basically family. Like, in a way. The amount of care her and her mother took of me when I got in a car accident. And, the fact that my father also wished her on her birthday today because her mom and my parents, all of us have a group chat together on WhatsApp. Yeah. I think here's a rather perfect example. I'll give you 2-3 examples and you can pick whichever you find best. Kiwan and I got in a fight where we shot each other. What my friends did is they picked up Kiwan, took him to the hospital, and stayed with him while he was struggling, where he was barely hit. He had his, let's assume, injury where there were no organs or anything. It was a very mild injury. As opposed to my case, he shot me where my organs are, and my friends saw me suffering and they just left. They didn't even bother to call 911 or anything. They just left me to die. Whatever shall happen, shall happen. As to him, they admitted him in a 5-star hospital where he gets the best treatment. Or rather, let me try to paint it in this another example. There was Kiwan and I were best friends, and there was a bit of a friendly fire where it was like, it was not intended, but by mistake he got hit. Let's assume 1 year ago. So now Kiwan on purpose shoots me at my organs and pretends to play victim. And my friends take his side without even caring as to how bad I was hurt. Or another one. I'm drowning. Kiwan and I were on a boat and the boat caught on fire and both of us are drowning. What all of my friends did was give Kiwan they came to rescue Kiwan, took a nice yacht, expensive yacht, and fled from there while they were able to see that I was drowning. And then there were people like Rohan who came, gave me a lifeboat where you have to manually pedal, so like I still wasn't drowning per se, but he gave that and left in his fancy yacht. Yes, I think that's quite a good example. He wasn't with me, I was still alone in the ocean, but he was kind enough to give me a boat, while the other people just left me to drown. And people like Kareem they tied this weight around my body, so I would make it even more difficult for me to be up and breathe. The reason I'm a bit tempted to ask as to why I wasn't invited, stuff like that. It's because at this point I don't have much to lose. Right now we meet once a month, once in 2 months, then we won't meet ever, in which case I'm not losing that much. I'm losing on a meeting of once in 2 months. Given that I'm going to be leaving in 4 months, I'm going to be missing on 2 meetings. It's not like they invite me right now, that they would not invite me in the future if we get into a fight. So I've not got anything to lose. Of course, right now the relationship could be in some way perceived that it's still neutral. My roommate Aditya was telling me that in terms of ego, if you have ego, then you wouldn't ask them. Fuck them, why did they not invite me? That's such a fuck all thing to ask. I was wondering, I'm autistic, I have this medical condition, life is difficult for me, I have a broken leg, can't run, I'm in pain a lot. So life is difficult for me, obviously. Even without my invisible disabilities, I still have a leg injury which is quite visible because I walk with a walker, the cane. So life is difficult for me. But one argument is, why should they care about if life is difficult for me? When I try to apply the same thing for the Palestinian cause or any other cause for that matter, is life is difficult for them, why should I care about it? That won't work. Because that's just wrong. You do like humanity? You don't have humanity. So where's the humanity in this case? I'm struggling in front of them and they can't do anything. But see their Instagram, Palestine's all over it. Kareem roams around with a Palestinian hoodie. If they can't even help the people who are in front of them, I seriously wonder, what is it that I can do here? Apart from a violent path, in terms of teaching them a lesson, I don't see much. Of course, yes, I can let my success speak for me and stuff like that. But for the person who doesn't care to even look at me, why would they even see what my success is? When I go to my graduation, which is a year away, like 11 months away from now, or rather 10 months away from now, I plan to have a fitter body, maybe go in a Rolex celebration dial or the Audemars Piguet, look fitter, dress well. By that time I would have had my toupee, so my hair would also be better looking, and my dad might almost convince me to get a LASIK and get rid of my glasses. So when I won't be here from December, or rather January to June, that is in case I go back, then they would see my transformation, my growth, my success. Or rather, I would leave in June if not Jan, and then right now as it is, I'm a millionaire, even though I'm just a 1% shareholder in my dad's company. Right now I think everyone who goes to U of T is a millionaire. Like, maybe their house, like the houses here are so expensive, domestic students would own a house. International students' parents can afford to pay $135,000 per year. So essentially all of us are millionaires, like with our dad's money. And all my friends are taking the 9 to 5 path, so they themselves will be millionaires in some time. My goal is by the time they reach 10 million, I want to reach $1 billion. Or by the time they reach 100 million, I want to reach $1 billion. I'd like the 10 million and a billion one better, that's a bigger flex. 100 million, 1 billion, it's like, first of all, it would take them so long to get 100 million. So I think by that time I'll definitely be at $1 billion. Like at least the market cap of the company would be at $1 billion, because the market cap of the company right now is around more than 100 million, 112 million or something. And it's just been around 6 to 7 months after the IPO, so it's still fresh. There's another message on the iPad. Should I have a look? I'm not gonna have a look, it's fine. Well, if anyone was gonna, look at this video, they're probably already judging me, so I'll just get over there and read it. Kiwan writes, "Where are you guys?" Sarbotham writes, "Head towards Ruby." Before that, she wrote that Zara, Mo, and I will reach at 9 p.m. Been thinking, what can I do? And my mom called me, so I'm gonna go.